Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today we're in the late model series here at Langley. I've never really ran this track in an actual race, but I've had a lot of fun in the late models lately, so I figure I might as well try it. This track seems pretty challenging in these cars, so I like it a lot. 4 car ran quickest time in practice. I've ran a 5:23, but also on my last practice, he ran a 4:90, so I know he can get quicker. The 5 car ran about a mid-5 as well, so I know they're fast. The 2 car wasn't in my practice. He was in a different one, I guess. But hopefully we can run pretty well. This track is real slick. It's real easy to spin your car, like going in, coming off of each corner.
Green flag.
Back end wants to go all out on you, and this first lap's probably not going to be anything because of that. So I'm going to try to save the tires and stuff for the next lap. Even though the tires don't wear out in qualifying, I just want to try to get a good straight line onto this lap. Okay, that was much better. I tried to barely brake going in and try to roll for most of it. It did not hook up there, which is bad. We ran a 7 for our lap, which is very bad. It is so loose on the back end. Second lap is actually slower too. That is very bad. So we're going to be starting about mid-pack, which is not going to be fun. It is going to be tough to pass here. Easy to spin yourself out in the back end because you can see my tire marks. The back end just kicking all out on me. But I think the last practice I was in, there was a little bit more grip down, and that's how I ran my time. So it makes sense. I'm not super familiar with the track, so still trying to get used to it for the most part. We're 50 laps, long time here. Your right side tires are going to be killed by the end of the race because I'd run like 10, 15 laps, and my right sides were like, my front right was 91, my back right was 91 because you push them so hard the whole time. So we're going to be starting about mid-pack. Still a few people left to qualify, so I'll bring you guys back when we're getting ready to go green. Alright, well, we fell back to 6, which start on the outside lane is not going to be preferred, most likely, because the bottom lane is definitely the fastest. But you could probably pinch someone down and get a decent run. Get a decent run off on them.
Everybody gets 0 right. You drive clean. You can't win in the first lap. Have a good run.
He was breaking up a lot in that sentence. But we'll see how clean this race can be. There's no cautions, 50 laps. There's going to be some people spinning out and stuff. Like, I could drift it down the straightaways when I get on the gas too much, but it doesn't help your entrance for the next corner. You're going to be sliding going into the next corner. If you guys enjoy this kind of racing, hit that like and subscribe button. That way I know you guys enjoy watching this kind of racing. I've had a lot of fun in these late models lately, so I figure I might as well try this. I literally don't think I've ever ran a race at Langley. I've done some practice here, I think, in other cars, but never in these that I know of. Off the top of my head, I can't remember me racing here, so should be interesting. But I felt pretty decent in practice. Like, you definitely get loose, and the tire wear is going to fall off a decent amount. I don't know what kind of times we're going to be running later in the race, but we'll see. You do get a fast repair since it's a D-class race. You probably don't get any tires. Oh, you do get tires, but I don't want them. Because if you get wrecked really bad, just go in, get your fast repair, try to get right back out. You'll probably save some time on people that come in and get tires and stuff, because the lower series, like the street stocks, late models, stuff like that, maybe not the ARCA, but the lower cars, their pit stops take forever. So you really don't want to waste the time sitting on pit road getting tires. We're waiting on third place to join up. He has 15 seconds. 6 car. See if he pops up in time. Yep, there he is. Right on time. Made us wait almost a full 2 minutes, which is unfortunate. But hopefully people take it pretty easy into the first corner, since we're all going to be grouped up. And hopefully there's not a huge wreck. Oh god, why are you guys freaking braking? 3 car like went and then stopped. I thought he was going to keep rolling. People usually don't do that in my races. I haven't seen that happening in a long ass time. Unless it was like a really low strength of field or something. Which is probably isn't a very high strength of field, since I'm the number 1 car and I have like 3,600. So I don't expect it to be very high at all. It's probably going to be under 2K. That's my guess at least. But you never know. I think there's 2 different splits. I want to say there was, because it felt like there was a lot of people in practice. Okay, this 3 car is pissing me off just because he's like braking, getting really far back from second place, and then going all the way back up. Pissing me off in the there's laps going around in the caution. I just hate people that do that. Like, stop laying back.
Quick radio check, please.
Get right up on them.
Report, thank you.
Leader's probably gonna go pretty quick. I was almost in the wrong gear.
Base cars off. Be ready.
Yeah, he went right away. That would have sucked being in third gear. Got a good gap behind us, so I'm able to get down, luckily. I know the 5 car is pretty quick, too, so I'm not that worried about him. He might have gotten into the back of the 3. I'm getting hit, which is lovely.
Go high.
He didn't see the guy
Wrecking up,
spinning.
four, wrecking up.
Baby.
He either didn't see the guy spinning or care. One of the two.
Yeah, I ran out of time. I'll catch on this, please.
Yeah, that's what happens with these cars, though. It's easy to get loose going in if you go in too hard. Easy to get loose coming off. You get off too
I
hard.
don't know how many more of those are going to happen before the end of the race.
That didn't sound right. I'm pushing it a little too hard through the middle of the corner right now. I'm not waiting on the car to rotate enough. That time I did, and then I got on the gas too hard. The back end started coming out of me. Okay, let's just try not to kill our tires for the most part. We're in 5th. We already gained a spot, which is nice, but that's from a guy wrecking, which kind of expected something like that to happen around me. Being mid-pack. Got a pretty good gap behind us as well. Just try to take it somewhat easy, but you can't go too easy or you're just going to be going slow. 3 cars really starting to take off. Top 2 guys are pretty far out there. I'm happy we didn't get a 4X or anything from getting hit from behind and hitting the 5 car at the same time. Like, I was trying to stay off the 5 while that 6 was spinning. And I think it was the 8 car behind me at the time as well that bumped into me, and then I got bumped into the 5. I'm happy it didn't, like, get either of us loose to spin us, because that would have sucked. But these laps are going to go by super quick. Fun short track, it seems like. Nice flat track as well. And I've had some decent success on a lot of the flat tracks lately with the ARCA or late models, seems like. Besides New Hampshire a few weeks ago. Was that like 2 weeks ago? It might have been. But in the late models at the Milwaukee Mile did really well. Martinsville did pretty well. Trying to think, was there another one? Might have been South Boston. I think South Boston was in there as well, which we did pretty well. They've been a lot of fun, so I've actually been running a lot of shorter flat tracks lately, which the Milwaukee Mile is not short, it's just flat, but these aren't usually my cup of tea, and I've been having a lot of fun on them. Short track racing in general is fun to me, but flat tracks usually aren't. But it definitely makes for a way different challenge. It really makes you have to drive the car more. You can use the apron a little bit. He got in the wall pretty hard there. That might affect his turning. I try not to do that. I've done it so much in practice. Just pushing a little bit too hard off the corner.
Leaders, when you make your way around, let me know. I'll move to the inside for you to let you get by.
We'll see if we can get around the 5.
I'm sorry.
I need to get a good run on him off a corner, though. Like, he needs to mess up, and I need to get a good run. I had a decent run there, but not enough to get inside him, I don't think. He's going in a little high and trying to get, like, a turn down off the corner.
Leaders pass on the inside, leaders pass on the inside. I'm just here for SR.
Can't tell if he's saying passing the outside or passing the inside. I honestly don't know what he's saying. Because he has the mic either too close to his mouth, or it's like the pickup, like, for his voice is too loud. Like, it's too simple. Okay, he's going outside. He's letting everybody on the inside, which is nice. Hopefully we don't catch him at too bad of a point coming off a corner. Which the 5 might do right here. We kind of did as well, though. I thought I was going to be able to pull up behind the 12, but he is just much slower. I did not want to run into the back of him.
Leaders pass on the inside, leaders pass on the inside.
Top 3 are pretty far away at this point. I'm sticking right with the 5 right now. I feel like I'm a little bit quicker than him. It's just hard to pass. There is another lap car up there right in front of the 3. But lap cars seem to be pretty decent right now, not too crazy in the way. They seem to be getting out of the way pretty nice, which is awesome. Yeah, we're definitely a lot slower. Definitely a lot slower now than we were to start the race. I feel like I'm not pushing the car too hard, which I'm happy about. I'm not sliding around all over the place. The car isn't super tight or anything. I almost got in the back of him there. I'm like getting loose going into the corner now, trying to avoid the 5 because he's just a little bit slower than I am going in the corner. I'm trying to roll the corner and not get on the brakes too much. Which not getting on the brakes can get you sideways, but getting on the brakes too hard can definitely get you sideways as well. That's why I'm like letting off pretty early. Going into these corners, I just trying to like get the car rolling through the center pretty well, and then it, like, if you get on the painted line at the bottom enough, it'll kind of hook your car to come off the corner pretty well. But if you get too low, it's kind of like a New Hampshire thing where it's the opposite way, like in the air, like your left side goes up and it kind of just gets you loose if you get on the gas too much down there. Kind of like the same thing as New Hampshire, with the racing grooves above it. Okay, I want to see if I can get around this guy. Try to get a run down a straightaway. Use the apron a little bit. Try to get myself to get turned. Doesn't really work. He's going in lower now. He was going in higher earlier. He started going a lot lower into the corner now, which seems to be better for him, which is unfortunate for us. And now I feel like I'm going in higher, trying to do a different line to get a run off. I need to just run my line, and I feel a little bit quicker than him. He is taking like a real defensive line there. I don't know why. I wasn't right on him or anything. Already halfway. I got into that corner a little hot. Back end started kicking out of me a little bit. Definitely feel a little bit better than him. It's just so tough to pass at this track. It's just one lane to the bottom. Somebody has to make a mistake, or you got to get inside of them going into the corner, or you got to hit a bump and run, which hitting the bump and run's probably not awful here, but we're turning so much, it might spin the other person, which I don't want to do.
Leader's in a second, I'll move to the outside. Give me just a second. Alright, leader's past the end.
He's probably just trying to get some safety, it seems like. If he's that slow, just running the outside. He might just be trying to get safety. Which I don't blame him.
No worries, as I said earlier, I'm just here for SR, trying to get my B-class back.
That's what he was saying earlier. I honestly did not hear what he said earlier. I messed up that corner really bad. Should have a decent run down the straightaway, though. Caught all the way back up to him on the straightaway because of that, which is kind of crazy. We have a huge gap behind us, too, which is awesome, so I don't have to worry about that. We are going to catch the 12 at a bad spot. He just smacked the wall, too, up there.
Good. Take him inside. Take him inside.
Looks clear, clear, clear. Got 20 laps to go right now when you cross the straight.
I'm pushing a little too hard in the center of the corner, and it's pushing me up the track. I'm not trying to. I'm just being impatient on the car. Ooh, the 4 car is falling back. He's in 3rd now. 3 car is really fast. I don't know how far up the leader is from him. I don't think he's that far ahead. For the 3 car, at least. But the 4 car is falling back. Which, if he falls back enough, it might make a battle between us 3. And I might be able to try to get on the inside of the 5 at that point. Because we seem to be keeping a decent pace. We don't got the pace for the top 2 by any means, but the 4 is definitely falling back. He might have hit the wall or something. And I thought the 5 car hitting the wall earlier was going to hurt his turning more than it did, but it hasn't, which is unfortunate. You need to just wait on the car, be smart, race the line the right way. Because I've been trying to push it too much. It's just like killing my speed. Kind of like what the 5's doing now. He's like pushing it a little hard off the corner, it seems like.
Earl, guide him through there, brother. Working at the top, clear high.
I'm getting my left sides on the bottom just a little bit more now, it seems like, and it seems to be helping me out. I think we understand we're passing on the inside at this point. If you just stay high, you really don't have to use the mic. If you stay consistent. Like, he's doing a good thing, and I appreciate it. But he doesn't have to say it every single time. Smacked the wall a little bit with my back end. At least it wasn't my front right. I'd rather hit it with my back right than my front right. It's not going to hurt me as much. But we are catching the 4 car slightly. Little by little. We'll probably catch them in the last 5 laps. Got way too low there. I couldn't get on the gas. Feel like I gotta use the brakes a little bit more now. To get the car slowed down. Because it just wants to push through the corner. We might catch 4 car a little quicker if he keeps overdriving it. He must have smacked the wall or really burnt out his front right or something, or his back right, one of the two. Because he is falling like a rock, and he was super fast. He started on pole, so he had to get past. Because he definitely had the lead in the beginning.
10 more laps, man. 10 more. Keep digging.
10 laps left. This will be interesting at the end with us 3, though. But with me being car number 1, probably going to lose some iRating, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Nothing I can really do about that. Just because of our car number. Because these guys were really fast up here. 5 car is starting to pick it up, though. I'm starting to get too sideways. Coming off these corners. Trying to stay out of the wall as well. 5 car is doing that like higher entrance into the corner like he was early in the race, which I feel like is hurting his speed. Yeah, the 4 car looks real loose. Ooh, that was a good run. I need to just keep doing what I'm doing. I feel like I'm really fast. 4 car is very loose there. I did not wait on the car, so I lost a ton of time. Didn't stay low enough on the bottom. Yeah, 4 car is so sideways.
Working the top.
Wow, he just let us by. I'm surprised by that. I really thought he was going to try to fight us, but his car must be so ill handling. Thought I was going to smack the wall there. I had to straighten it up coming off.
That's it, my man. Squeeze that throttle. Keep moving that thing around.
God damn it, I need to wait on the car. I'm getting so impatient trying to stick on the 5's bumper. I need to wait on it, and that's where I'm really catching up to him down the straightaway. Ooh, I might be able to get inside.
Still out there.
He is really giving me no room. I went way low just to try to stay away from him.
I told him they're hollering at him.
Hey, at top 3, I might get some iRating out of it, to be honest.
Clear. And boss man, we up there in the high red, just get it on.
I don't know if he was trying to get to my bumper there, but I would have been very disappointed because I raced him really clean the entire race. We might get some iRating out of this after all, getting in 3rd. I really did not think that was going to be possible. But we're going to have 1 lap left at the line.
White flag.
With a lap car in front of us. The 3 car is falling back too. I actually gained a lot of speed here at the end. I don't know what it is, but I really gained some speed here at the end. 5 car really dove it into that corner, trying to get to me. I don't know if he's going to do it again. He's not going to get to me, so I'm going to get 3rd. I'm happy about that. That was a tight race.
Good race, guys. Thank you for the clean race, guys. See you in the next one.
That was a fun race. The 5 and I had a clean race all the way around. That was a lot of fun. I'm happy I was able to get in front of him there. Good win by the 2. How far out was he? 3.5 seconds? I really was catching the, I was really catching the 3 car there towards the end. If I would have had like 10 more laps, might have gotten to his bumper because I was really catching him there. Where is my mouse? My mouse is like non-existent at the moment. I don't know what the hell is going on. Oh, there it is. That was really weird. I don't know where the hell my mouse went. But yeah, I'm surprised the 4 car just let us by. He was just so ill handling. Yeah, he was so oh, he really was just sideways up there. That's why he let us by. He wasn't really trying to let us by. He just got sideways. But yeah, you could see his front right damage there. I don't know if that really hurt his car or not, because he seemed to be driving pretty well. I don't seem to have a scratch on my car. Because his back end's a little bit messed up from my front end, but my front end's not messed up, or my back end from getting hit earlier. But I just want to see where I got around him, because I had a really good run on the straightaway. I finally was like patient enough, waited on the car, got a good run on him. Because I think right here I pushed a little hard. No, right here is where I actually got under him. Okay. I got to his back bumper. He was pushing me down. I didn't want to get into him, so I just went way low. I'm surprised I kept my speed down there as much as I did. He pushed it a little hard into that corner. He was about to get into my back right. But I got in front of him, and then he pushed it a little hard into that corner, and I kind of got away a little bit. So, happy about that. Very clean race overall. I want to go back to this very beginning where the 6 car spun out in front of us. So I had a decent start, had plenty of room behind, so I wanted to get down to the bottom because I knew that was going to be key. And yeah, he just got in too high, looped it. Yeah, the A car got into us. That's what happened. A car was like so fast going into that corner. He was so far back, and everybody starts checking up, and the 8 car's just rolling the bottom. I got bumped into the 5 there. Where did the 5 get the back end damage? Because he didn't get any back end damage from that, so I'm kind of surprised. Very surprised. I want to go up to the leaders as well, see what lap the 2 car got the lead, because the 4 car started in the lead and fell all the way back to 5th. Like, he burnt out his back right or something. So I knew tire wear would come into effect. What was my tires? 77, 78. I know your right sides get destroyed, but they weren't as bad as I expected them to be. They were actually a lot better than I thought they were going to be. I kind of tried to save them through the race, and I felt pretty quick at the end compared to other guys, so I'm happy about that. You really just got to wait on the car, keep the car low, don't push it up off the corner. 2 cars staying right on the 4 for now. The 4 car probably starts pushing it and getting sideways on the straightaway is my guess. Because you really don't get loose going into the corner in the beginning unless you're pushing it super hard into these corners. He actually had a really good backstretch there. Yeah, he pushed it real hard into that corner, got sideways. 2 car caught up a little bit. What lap does he actually get in the lead though? 2 car has a good run getting to his bumper. 4 car gets away a little bit. 2 car ran too low. He really had to work to get to this lead. When does he get to the lead? It was a long time. Because I thought it was going to be earlier on. And lap traffic wasn't really a factor because they just kind of moved out of the way, which is awesome. And it let us just race each other. Oh, okay, right here. 4 cars starting to get really loose going into these corners like he was later on. So it's only lap 20 of 50. And he's already getting loose going in and off these corners. 2 car notices this, stays on his bumper. 4 car pushes up, gets on the gas, gets sideways. 2 car takes advantage of it, takes the lead on that lap, going into 21. So he led the last like 30 laps, and he was just gone from that point. 3 car is very fast in the beginning, started catching them, and then fell off there towards the end. Because what were the lap times? The last like 10 laps. A 1, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 5, and 18.8. He really had a bad lap there. What were mine? I had a 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 4. I had a really good like last 5 laps, like 2, 4, 4, 2, 2. My last 2 laps were really good. So happy about that. What were his laps up here? He was pretty similar with me until probably the last 5 laps. He had some 7s in there, probably from me passing him, and then he was trying to push it real hard. The last 2 laps he had really good though, trying to keep on my bumper. But that was a fun race. Finishing 3rd. Probably going to gain a little bit of iRating actually out of that because of 2, 3, 1 being the top ones. So not many people are going to gain a ton of iRating because the lower numbers are more towards the back. And the 6 and 7 will probably lose the majority amount of the iRating. So we'll probably gain a little bit of iRating out of this, finishing 3rd. Happy we were able to get up to 3rd as well, so that's awesome. Thought we were going to be stuck in 5th or 4th the entire race with how that race looked until the 4 fell back to us. which was nice, but I'm happy I didn't burn out my tires. Ran a real clean race and had a lot of fun. Langley was a lot of fun. Never really ran here before until now, so let's go see what kind of iRating we end up getting out of this. All right, results are in. Strength of field is 1600. I figured it was probably gonna be under 2K because I was car number 1. We only gained 4 iRating, finishing 3rd, which is kind of crazy because the top 2 gained a ton. Second was almost a 3K. He's over 3K now. He had the fastest lap all race. I really did not have a very fast lap through the race. I was just trying to conserve my car, so it ended up paying off for me, which I'm happy about. Worked out very well. At least we gained some iRating, gained a bunch of safety back, which I'm fine with. I don't care too much about the safety, but only a couple people got X's through this race. 6 cars spun himself out. I think the 12 smacked the wall when he was by us. That's probably his 2X. He probably smacked the wall. And then the 9 car probably smacked the wall twice because nobody else has a 4X. So that's my guess, is just hitting the wall, because you can definitely get some 2Xs smacking the wall here. But all the way up to 8th, gained some iRating, so good for the field. Bottom guys lost a ton the last 4, so pretty good overall. I'm happy with how that went. It was actually a pretty clean short race and had a lot of fun mostly, so pretty close racing. I like tight racing like that, especially at short tracks. A tight, short, clean race like that, a lot of fun. Love having races like that. But the 3 car, 2400 iRating, and then the 4 car was already under 2K. So that makes sense why the strength of field was so low. But the 4 car was super fast to start with. He just didn't manage his tires, which might indicate the iRating as well. Like, he has lower iRating, doesn't know how to save the tires as much probably. The 2 car saved his tires much better. I saved my tires a lot. I don't know if I was catching the 2 at all at the end. I wasn't paying attention. I know I was catching the 3 there towards the end. He started sliding around, but I'm happy I wasn't sliding around too much. The 5 car really held his car together for the most part till the last like 5 laps. I felt faster than him for most of the race, but it's hard to pass. And if you don't wait on the car to actually turn, it's hard to get a good run on somebody, because I was very impatient for a lot of the race. I'm definitely not the best at saving my tires, but I don't do it well a lot of the time either. And I'm happy I was able to do it this race. But went from 6th to 3rd. I'll take that all day at a short track. Didn't wreck ourselves. Didn't get in a wreck. And kept the car pretty clean. So happy about that overall. Appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the racing. Let me know how your guys' races are going this week. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.